From the Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts, we welcome you to this afternoon's hockey matchup. And today, it's an SEC matchup. The 9-0 Somerset Berkeley Raiders take on the 8-2 co-op of Dighton-Rehoboth and Seekonk. Hello everyone, alongside Jeff LaPriori on camera. I'm Keegan Hamblett for our Blue Raider Studios in Somerset and for our Berkeley Community Access TV Channel 9. It should be a great matchup today. Last time these two teams met was on January 4th, a few weeks back. Somerset Berkeley edged out with a 4-2 win. The last time DRS won at Driscoll Arena, you have to go back to almost 4 years ago on January 30th, 2019. It was a 7-2 win by the Raiders. It's a huge crowd today, probably the biggest crowd we've seen at Driscoll this year, and it probably will be the biggest for the remainder of the season. The first line starts Davis Sullivan, Jack Rothwell, Kean Stafford the forwards, Mason Sullivan, Matt Costa the defenders. Sit back and enjoy tonight's game off the face-off. Mason Sullivan sending it up. It's not there. Will be taken by Adam Bastis in the back for his brother Noah Bastis, just trying to get it out. Could be an early chance here, but Mason Sullivan able to backhand it out. Ethan Goodrow up the boards. Rothwell cut it down. Rothwell went down by Connor Dexter in the back, and another try. Davis Sullivan sends Noah Bastis flying, a collision of the two captains. Davis Sullivan trying to work it past Matt Cunha, it's not there. Colton Nasser, the other DRS captain, will send it up for Matt Cunha. Cunha through the middle, Adam Bastis on the right side will be off the boards. Mason Sullivan will regather, DRS takes over, and it's the first save of the game for Brandon Silva. You might think with the goalie wearing number 1, it's Madden Huck, but it is Brandon Silva in net. Brady Fitzpatrick around the boards for Matt Cunha. Mason Sullivan finishing a hit on the side, and another try. Silva makes another save. Rothwell trying to work out the angle against Cunha. Sullivan coming in to help, and Rothwell takes down another man. This is what you want in an SEC matchup. And another try. Silva gets 2 more saves. He'll cover for a face-off. He's already got 4 saves in the opening minute 18. This is the kind of action you want. These two teams really, for the last 10 years, have been the powerhouses of the SEC. But the tide is turning towards Somerset. They have the conference edge right now by a game. If Somerset is able to win this, they will be right in the wheelhouse to take home only their 4th ever conference championship. Another try from the line goes wide. Noah Taylor trying to finish off a hit against Brady Fitzpatrick. Preston trying to get it out, it's not there. Goodrow sends it behind. Aiden Marcos, the 6'2 defender, couldn't get to it. Caden Mercer in on goal, and it's another save for Silva. Head coaches on both sides for the Raiders. Kevin Snyder in his 20th year, the all-time wins leader for the SB Ice Hockey program. For DRS, longtime coach Tom Fechtow, familiar face in Southern New England. He's been around this program and helping out with other teams for a long time. Botello will get it in the back. Garvin leaves it for Taylor, who's got a 3-game goal streak. Garvin trying to step up. He can't beat Ethan Goodrow to the puck. Marcos up for Garvin, gets the touch, no icing. Evan Bastison will take it behind Sam Bastis' net. Bastis made 25 saves on 29 shots in the January 4th meeting. Brady Fitzpatrick will leave it at the line. A shot saved by Silva. Fitzpatrick back on it. Another try was blocked down by Luke Garvin. Preston to Taylor, the burst of steam. Taylor will cut it back. Got challenged off the puck, got taken down. Preston will step in against Ethan Goodrow. Somerset Berkeley doing a great job keeping it in the zone. Evan Bastison did his best to get it out, which he did. Mason Sullivan will send it in deep behind Bastis' net again. Ethan Goodrow behind. Nate Mello trying to apply the pressure. Mello got the angle on it. We'll get it to Costa. It'll go back for Mello a little bit too far. Sebastian Rebello will step in on the right side. Will leave it. Gets blocked down right at the red line. Mason Sullivan leaves it for Matt Costa, who sends it in deep. It's no icing as he was in front of the red line. Bastison does a good spin around Nate Mello. Will try it again. It worked again. Rebello off to Rocher. Couldn't keep it in. Mason Sullivan has to be careful with pressure being applied from Evan Sylvia. Costa up in the skate of Mello. We'll go to DeRocher, a little bit too far. DeRocher couldn't get the angle against Colton Naster. Sullivan keeps it in the zone, but the second try from DRS goes out. 11.5 to go in the first. Costa up too far for Pimentel. Pimentel trying to get it back past Ethan Goodrow. DeRocher up for Mello. Mello over the middle to Pimentel. Pimentel a shot, got blocked down. And this is a breakaway chance for DRS. Moving on in, and it hit the crossbar. Silva might have got a save on it. We'll give it to him. Breakaway chance for Seb Rebello. And a face-off in our end. The Raiders wearing their white jerseys with the blue stripes. It's DRS wearing the dark blue with the light blue stripes. They also got white stripes around their jerseys as well. Adam Bastis, Davis Sullivan to take the face-off. On the left side of Silva, Noah Bastis working on Davis Sullivan, went down, nothing's gonna be called. Noah Bastis gets it back. Bastis around behind, still holding it. Bastis trying to feed for his brother Adam. Marcos will send it off. Naster keeps it in. Naster down low to Cunha, but Botello will get it back. He'll send it off the boards for Jack Rothwell. Tries the between the legs pass to Sullivan. Botello can't get much of anything there. Working the back for Jack Rothwell. Rothwell behind for Marcos, trying to get the tap past Noah Bastis. Bastis walking in. Davis Sullivan takes over, trying to lead the pass for Jack Rothwell forward. Here comes Rothwell, it's too far, and it's an icing against Somerset Berkeley. The theme tonight for the Raiders is whiteout, and a lot of them right in our end are wearing white sweatshirts, t-shirts, jerseys. A lot of stuff you'd expect to see for a whiteout game. DRS, not sure if there's a theme going on. They got a lot of their students on the far side. A try from Caden Mercer was blocked. Govin takes over. Could be 3 forward for the Raiders if they want it. Govin got challenged off the puck. It'll go forward for Brady Fitzpatrick, one-on-one. Fitzpatrick across, good defensive play by Matt Costa to break up that potential 2-on-1. Delayed offside as the arm goes back down. Taylor up for McKenna. It's no icing. McKenna stepping forward. He's got to try to work the angle against Goodrow. Govin coming in to help. Puck eventually squirts loose to Brett Axon. Axon up a little too far for Brady Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick got injured in the last meeting, and it ended up working in the favor of the Raiders as they got a goal from Nate Mello right on that sequence when he was hurt. They didn't blow it dead as Somerset Berkeley had possession of the puck. Sullivan to Taylor. Taylor the self pass, a good move to get in the zone. Taylor, it's offside at the line. He had everybody beat. Might have been challenged by Ethan Goodrow towards Bastis' end. Sam Bastis has yet to face a shot on goal in this game. Silva's already faced 7. And it's not just the Somerset Berkeley and Dighton-Rehoboth Seekonk fans that have showed up today. We've actually got below us some of the players from the Dartmouth Indians ice hockey team. That includes goaltender Ashton Machado, who, like Silva, has been absolutely phenomenal during his time playing at the high school level. Sylvia sends it in deep. Costa got it to DeRocher. They'll stay in. A shot from the line. Mason Sullivan tips it. It was going to go wide. It won't be a shot on goal. Pimentel up for DeRocher. That's a good tap forward. DeRocher in with Mello. DeRocher! Good save by Sam Bastis. First save of the game for the DRS netminder. DRS also has 2 backup goaltenders if they want to go to them. Brady DeRoche, Nate Manosh, both freshmen. Mason Sullivan will step forward, trying to send it in front. It got blocked down. Nate Mello behind for Pimentel. Back to Mello. Mello trying to look for the one-timer. Will come out of the zone. Silva sticks it aside for Mason Sullivan. Can they catch DRS on a line change? No, they can't. Adam Bastis with the move against Davis Sullivan. Bastis, a freshman on the DRS side. Absolutely phenomenal. He's going to be a big asset in the next few years for them. Sullivan behind, lost it against Evan Bastison. Good puck movement, and it wasn't there for Noah Bastis. Puck goes down, no icing again. Hit the back glass, might have been off the outside of the net. Bastos around for Matt Cunha. Cunha with pressure from Stafford. It's taken over by the Raiders. Stafford in front. Rothwell. He couldn't get the shot off. Botello, good keeping at the line. Botello wristing it. Gets blocked down. Here comes Noah Bastos, tripped up, and a penalty coming up against Jack Rothwell. DRS to the power play for the first time tonight. Somerset Berkeley really this season has done very well killing off penalties. But DRS, though, they have been very strong on the power play. We'll see which team will get the advantage. Usually, it's a 3-to-1 ratio on average of killing penalties compared to scoring on the power play. It's going to be Taylor and Bastos on the left side of Silva. Jack Rothwell, the junior forward, in the box. Garvin will step in as Taylor was tossed off the face-off. Marcos on the backhand, and it hits the leg of Matt Cunha, but it does go out. Nasser in the back with pressure from Garvin. Up the boards for Fitzpatrick. Here comes Adam Bastos, holding it, had Matt Cunha. Bastos will now go to Cunha. Cunha, a good move by Taylor. Marcos up for Taylor. He'll send it all the way down. And we get a penalty. It's a penalty against DRS. And we'll go 4-on-4. Brady Fitzpatrick to the box. And that is not what you wanted if you're a DRS fan or if you're Tom Fechtow. You really want to limit the penalties because Somerset Berkeley, their power play has been absolutely deadly this year. Face-off will be on the right side of Bastos. Garvin and Adam Bastos will take it. We'll work in the back for Nasser. Nasser stepping up. A little too far for Noah Bastos. Costa, the good move. Up the boards for Noah Taylor. Another try from the line, hits the outside of the net from Nasser. Costa couldn't get the puck cleanly, but it will work for Mason Sullivan. Minute 5 to go on the 4-on-4. Bad pass for Mason Sullivan. Adam Bastos to the line. Dexter! And it's off the glass. Mason Sullivan the takeover. Head Taylor forward. He'll stick it down. But Dexter will take over in the back. Noah Bastos in. Saved by Silva. He'll cover for a face-off. Sullivan won the face-off against Axon. Sullivan will go to Stafford on the left side. We'll come back for Matt Costa. Costa up for Stafford. Stafford trying to send the long pass down for Davis Sullivan, but it is a 4-on-4, so it will be an icing in the face-off back at our end. Just unbelievable the turnout of the crowd today. It works out really well for both sides. It's a Saturday. It's a 4 p.m. puck drop. Sometimes we see the games on Wednesday at night or even in the afternoon. It doesn't work out because some players or people might have practices or other events going on, such as homework. They also get the weight room open at the school. So it works out for everybody today. Sullivan to Stafford. It's not going to be an icing. Stafford's going to get to the puck. Stafford around, holding. Mason Sullivan the tip, and Bastos got a touch on it. Second save of the game for Sam Bastos. Costa to Stafford. It's all the way down. Nasser lets it go. It's no icing. Somerset Berkeley with the man advantage for the next 25 seconds. Stafford the keep-in, down low to Sullivan. Sullivan being pressured by 2 DRS players. Stafford gets it back though, holding on to it against Dexter. Dexter got the better angle on it. Now they're just trying to get it out. Mason Sullivan, 5 on the power play. Sullivan, it gets deflected. Will pop up in the air for Matt Costa. Costa up, it's walked down. You got to be careful with the guy out of the box. Noah Bastos couldn't get it out. Jack Rothwell in front for Davis Sullivan, not there. Costa right away, blocked by Davis Sullivan, his own man. Here comes Noah Bastos, good hit from Jack Rothwell. They're going to call a penalty again. on Rothwell. And it looks like it's for a high hit for a headshot. And now the Raiders will have to kill off another one. Luke Garvin, Adam Bastos, again on the left side of Silva. Adam Bastos walks away with it. Bastos across, trying to find Nasser. Will stay in the zone, Noah Bastos. Nasser across, Cunha, deflected, save by Silva, and Garvin gets it clear. Colton Nasser around the boards for Cunha. Bastos the tap forward, couldn't find the stick of Axon. Garvin will get it back. Nasser up for Cunha. Bastos the tip to Cunha. Cunha back to Bastos. Bastos got taken down. It could be a chance if they want it, but Taylor's just gonna send it in deep. Garvin, good hustle to try to get to the puck. Garvin against Nasser behind. Good work from Luke Garvin. Even if you don't get a chance out of that, it's good to kill off some of the penalty kill time. Adam Bastos around behind. Axon taking over against Botello. Axon in the middle. Marcos couldn't get to it. Another try from Cunha goes wide. And Marcos loses a glove. The puck pops up in the air. Batted down by Davis Sullivan. Another try. Saved by Silva. Rebound. Still loose. Marcos gets it wide to DeRocher. DeRocher looked like he was held. Nothing called. Bastos, another try. Didn't get on net. It'll come out of the zone. Silva, surprisingly, the first goalie in double-digit saves tonight with 10. Botello sends it down with 25 to go. On the power play for DRS, Sullivan takes over, and it's a save from Sam Bastos and gets a big roar from the DRS student section. Colton Nasser will reset, just under 3 to go in the first. Up for Mercer, who will leave it. Axon walking in, got blocked by the skate of Mason Sullivan. Another try, a save by Silva. It was a dangerous rebound, but it works out in the end. Another try, saved by Silva. He's got to find the puck, but it came out, and another try, scores. And it's 1-0 DRS. Brett Axon on the goal. .12:24, the time of the goal. Brett Axon, a sophomore forward, opens the scoring tonight. But it looks like it might work out for Somerset Berkeley, as there is a penalty on Ethan Goodrow. They are asking for the players to go forward. It is going to be a face-off in the DRS end. It looks like the goal is going to stand. This would be huge if Somerset Berkeley can level on this power play right before the end of the first. Sullivan wins it. We'll go to Stafford on the side to Costa, back to Stafford, back to Costa. Matt Costa, it's off the high glass. Nasser will try to get it out. It goes by Stafford's stick, and it does. Costa will go around back. We'll hold it up. Off the boards to Stafford, who's in the zone. Stafford couldn't get by the second guy. It hit Costa on the shoulder. He didn't know where it was for the moment. Garvin will step into the zone, burst of steam on the left side, trying to look for Stafford. He'll fall for him. Stafford saved by Bastos. And the puck is still loose in the area. We'll go to the line to Noah Taylor. Back to Davis Sullivan. Sullivan, Garvin, Garvin, Sullivan. We'll go around behind. Sullivan still holding on. Off the boards to Matt Costa. Back to Davis Sullivan. Sullivan walking in. Sullivan saved by Bastos. Rebound. Taylor couldn't get the shot off. It's 5 saves for Sam Bastis. Luke Garvin across, Davis Sullivan, down low to Noah Taylor, in front, off an own man. Costa, the deflection, never got all the way through. Stafford in the middle, and it's covered by Sam Bastis. Droscher wins the face-off. Marcos, good job to keep it in. Mason Sullivan, a save by Bastis. Good shot for Mason Sullivan, but to no avail. Will be another face-off in the DRS end. The DRS side, again, is a co-op of the Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons and the Seekonk Warriors. Puck is sent down. The bouncing puck will slow down for Aiden Marcos, who will regather with a minute to go in the first. Mason Sullivan will take it up on the right side. You had DeRocher calling for it. Sullivan the step up. He's into the zone, tripped up. Nothing called, he might have took a stumble. Rothwell can't keep it in. And Silva will stick it aside for Marcos. And the power play is gonna expire. We still got 40 to go in the first. Marcos for Mello. To Rothwell, went to the zone to Rocher, trying to send it up, but he lost it at the line. And here could be a potential 2-on-0. Adam Bastis fell down, and Aiden Marcos will get it up, but not past the stick of Noah Bastis. Here comes Mello with 15 to go. Mello to DeRocher. DeRocher in, couldn't get it on net. Noah Bastis taking over with DeRocher on him. 5 to go, they gotta hurry. DeRocher to the line, Marcos, the shot, blocked down. And that's how we end the first period tonight. The shots on goal, DRS with 13, Somerset Berkeley with 7. It's 1-0 in the favor of DRS after 1. The second period comes up in just a minute. Back at the Driscoll Arena in Fall River, Massachusetts for the start of the second period in today's SEC ice hockey matchup. It's the 9-0 Raiders taking on the 8-2 co-op of the Dighton-Rehoboth Falcons and Seekonk Warriors. It is DRS on top, 1-0 after 15 minutes. Somerset Berkeley, though, they have shown a lot of promise in period 2 throughout the season. DRS, not as much. Let's see what happens. Somerset Berkeley will shoot in our end. DRS will go the other way. The first shot is saved by Brandon Silva. That was Matt Cunha on the shot. Silva's got 13 saves. Face-off on the right side of Silva, who's changed back to his original jersey during that intermission. He was originally wearing Madden Huck's jersey, but he is in the very famous number 30 Raiders jersey. Puck goes around the boards. It is going to be an icing. The face-off back in Silva's end. Again, the shots on goal in that first period was DRS with 13 and Somerset Berkeley with 7. As we know, we've seen it all year, anything can happen. But the DRS bench is very hyped up right now. They want to show to Somerset Berkeley, hey, we're still the leaders in the SEC. And they've dominated it for the last decade. Puck is played with the high stick of Noah Bastis. Davis Sullivan walked into the zone. Noah Bastis takes over. He got tripped up. Nothing was called. That looked about as blatant of a trip as you'll ever see. It'll work in the favor of the Raiders, though. They don't want to take any more penalties. And a huge hit on the side as Mason Sullivan went down. Dexter trying to get it by Aaron Preston. Cunha sends it off the board. Sullivan will send it right back to Cunha. Preston takes over. The try gets blocked. And Bastis will cover for his 8th save of the night. Again, Somerset Berkeley in the white jerseys. DRS, a combination of the dark blue and light blue with the white strips. They also got the green lettering right in front. Seekonk, their main colors are light blue and DRS usually is green as another try got tipped right in front. It looked like it was Luke Garvin. As there's an icing against DRS. Luke Garvin got the tip. It went right on goal. And Bastos had to be careful with the rebound. It worked in the end, but it's something that really they teach you. You either have to cover it right away or you have to paddle it to the side. This is Brett Axon and Luke Garvin taking it on the left side of Bastos. Bastos in a battle with Noah Taylor. He'll get it up the boards for Brady Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick in with Axon. Garvin will send it back. Glencush trying to send it up. Puck was in the stick of Cam McKenna. He couldn't get it forward. Garvin will reset, get it up for Noah Taylor. Taylor in. It'll go behind Sam Bastos' net. Taylor sends down a man, flying down, Liam Glencush. Wow, that's the physicality we missed in the first 5 games from Noah Taylor. Caden Mercer with Aiden Marcos on the right side, right in front of the DRS fan section. And we do get a whistle call. It looks like it's offside. Again, Noah Taylor missed the first 5 games. Did a little bit against Mansfield, not on the scorebook, but the last 3 games, he scored 5 goals. He had 2 in Wednesday's game at Bourne, what ended up being a 3-0 win. Puck behind Silva's net, no icing. Rebello trying to center it in front. We'll go to Dexter at the line. Dexter back down low. Rebello into the middle, a tip, a save by Silva. Puck still loose, but the Raiders are back on it. Off the boards to Nate Mello, trying to cut it back. Mello, good step. Mello, the backhand into the middle. Rothwell couldn't get it on the stick. Now here comes Sebastian Rebello. He's gonna keep going with it. He had Colton Nasser, who wants to take it himself. Rebello still going with it, but Matt Costa takes over. Costa up the middle, going to the side to DeRocher. DeRocher in, DeRocher, it's blocked down. Sullivan at the line, it's blocked again. Nasser takes over. We'll send it off the boards for Rebello. Rebello and Mello finishes a hit. Costa off the boards for Rothwell. We stick down by Nasser. Nasser up. Good play from Nate Mello. It's onside, says the referee. Mello in front. It was tipped by Dexter. It goes just wide. DeRocher sends Dexter flying. Lots of physicality. What you expect in a highly anticipated SEC matchup. Nasser going down the other way past his own teammate Jay Millette. Mello the tap to get it out behind the red line. Connor Dexter will send it in behind, and that is an icing against DRS, the face-off back in our end. Next games for both sides, Somerset Berkeley. We'll be back here in a few days. They'll take on Medford Monday at 5 p.m. DRS, they have to wait till next Saturday to take on Old Rochester at the New England Sports Village. Shot behind, Ethan Goodrow trying to work against Kean Stafford. Sullivan coming in to help. Sullivan couldn't fish it out. Goodrow has the angle on it. Sullivan finds it. Davis Sullivan in, it was blocked down. That was Evan Fastisson who got the touch on it. Noah Bastos will go on the right side over the red line into the zone. Here comes Noah Bastos, will try to leave it. It's not there, Stafford blocked it down. Marco's trying to fish it out. Garvin couldn't get it out of the zone. Here comes Bastos, it will come out this time. Goodrow in the back, trying to look up for Cunha. Davis Sullivan will reset 4 minutes into the second period. Here comes Stafford, he was in, they called it offside. That was by inches, but it is going to come out of the zone. From up here, it looked like he played it on. But the arm was up right away. Sullivan and Adam Bastos on the face-off. Adam Bastos took a little stumble. Marcos up for Kean Stafford. Kean Stafford in, a shot, and it's off the backboard. Botello the backhand, it didn't work. It'll come out of the zone. Botello trying to work out the angle, not there. Here comes Noah Bastos the other way, trying to leave it off for his brother Adam. And here comes Somerset Berkeley again. 2 forward, good cutback. Sullivan in front. Stafford couldn't get the tip. Marcos at the line, tipped and it's in! Davis Sullivan back on level terms. It's 1-1. Davis Sullivan, 4:35 into the second period, keeps adding to his monster senior year. He's got 11 goals. Now the 26th of his upperclassman career, and we're tied up in Fall River. Face-off won by Somerset Berkeley. Taylor will loop it forward. It'll bounce past Sam Bastis. Pimento being challenged by Mercer. We'll leave it for Garvin. Garvin will go around behind, trying to look for something. Now in the backhand in front. Another try blocked down, and Bastis covers. Is Axon and Garvin on the face-off on the left side of Sam Bastis. Axon wins it. Dexter trying to send it up. Will fall for Taylor in front, batted down. Garvin couldn't fish it out. Here comes Brett Axon up for Brady Fitzpatrick. No shot. Gets off. Dexter in the back over the middle. That's what they tell you not to do. Here comes Pimentel, and it's offside again. This is unbelievable. It's 2 times now. It looked, at least this time, way more onside than the other one. Matt Costa is absolutely livid. But the faceoff will be in their half. Droscher couldn't quite win it against Evan Sylvia. The puck is lofted forward. Silva will stick it aside. Droscher stepped in front of Mason Sullivan. Rothwell trying the self pass, and the attempted clearance from Ethan Goodrow ends up hitting the netting, and it is out of play. Sylvia DeRocher on the faceoff, this time in the same spot. We get a whistle that'll blow it dead. Telling 2 players on the side to back up. DeRocher got the angle on it. Rothwell to DeRocher. DeRocher in on the right side. Couldn't quite work out an angle against Ethan Goodrow. Goodrow just trying to get it out of there. Rothwell left it at the line for Costa. It'll hit the board. Bastison up for Rebello. Sullivan did a good job keeping it in for the moment. Rebello up, couldn't connect with the stick of Millette. Goodrow across for Bastison. Blocked down by Mason Sullivan. It is a high stick. He didn't want to play it. The puck popped out right in front. A one-timer from the line, blocked down. And here is a 3-on-2, potentially might be a breakaway. Rothwell couldn't quite get it on the stick, and Bastis will cover for a face-off. Adam Bastis, Davis Sullivan in the circle this time. Sullivan wins it. Stafford, it gets deflected and goes on the left side. Preston behind, too far for Sullivan. Stafford on the right, couldn't get it by Noah Bastis. Sullivan behind, to the line, it's Aiden Marcos. Marcos holding, trying to look for a deflection, might have been for Aaron Preston. Preston will get back on it. Glencush will send it up, it was blocked down. Stafford couldn't hold it in. Botello back to Marcos, 8:25 to go in the second period, tied at 1 at the Driscoll Arena. Preston in the middle, left it for Sullivan. He'll send it around behind Bastis' net. Nasser with Stafford applying pressure. Adam Bastis couldn't get it by Marcos, got held, taken down, and a penalty coming up against CRS. Somerset Berkeley to the power play. It's Noah Bastis, the captain, who will go to the box. He's been very important throughout his time here, especially on the penalty kill. But DRS is going to be without him for the next couple of minutes. Taylor Bastis in the face-off circle. Sullivan will stay on the other side. Taylor will leave it for Sullivan to Garvin at the line. Garvin to Sullivan. Sullivan to Taylor. Taylor trying to feed it back to Sullivan. It was blocked down by Nasser. Taylor in front. Might have been deflected off of Bastis' blocker. Silva leaves it for Sullivan. Sullivan with pressure coming. Stafford leaves it for Garvin behind. Garvin a good spin. He's got Adam Bastos applying a lot of pressure on him. Costa up for Sullivan. A little far behind. Costa has to go back and get it. Costa up for Taylor. Here comes Stafford. And Stafford saved by Bastos. Nasser will get it out. Costa in the back, up the boards for Davis Sullivan. A good move, but Fitzpatrick sends it in deep again. It might work for Adam Bastos. We'll send it in front, but Costa reads it well. Still about 3/4 of a minute to go on the power play. 6:51 to go in the second. Here comes Kean Stafford in on the left side. Stafford holding it. We'll go all the way around. Sullivan with it in the middle. Garvin holds it in at the line. Luke Garvin in. Garvin being challenged by 2 DRS players, and it's sent down eventually by Brett Axon, who's the first goal scorer tonight. Costa off the boards to Kean Stafford as the Raiders do a line change. Stafford still going with it as they want to try to lead a rush the other way. Sullivan back to Costa, 10 to go on the power play. Sullivan lost it, and here is a breakaway chance for Brett Axon moving in, scores! The power play going absolutely disastrous for Somerset Berkeley. It's 2-1 DRS, and Axon's got his second. Droscher gets the face-off win as Bastos is out of the box. Marcos in the back across for Botello. Rothwell forward. Here comes Droscher, and it's offside again. Just a lot of trouble getting it over the line cleanly while being onside. That's something Snyder's gonna tell his team to work on in the third period. Time of the goal is 8:51 for Brett Axon, second of the game. Nate Mello to Jack Rothwell. The backhand a little bit too far for Evan Fasterson. Fasterson will send it up for Caden Mercer. Mercer couldn't find Brett Axon. Now looking for the hat trick. Fasterson behind on the left side. Caden Mercer got taken down by Nate Mello, nothing called. Axon will step up again, maybe a one-on-one. Axon trying to send it to himself for a self-pass. Puck will go all the way down, and it'll be an icing against Somerset Berkeley. Both teams will do a line change. Again, we mentioned at the beginning, the last time that Somerset Berkeley beat DRS here at Driscoll Arena, you have to go back to January 30th of 2019, nearly 4 years ago. And that was a 7-2 rout by the Raiders. Here comes Mason Sullivan, too far for Luke Garvin. It's another icing. The Raiders just unable to get the connections going. This is really not what we saw a few weeks back at the Sports Village. Mason Sullivan will send it off the boards. Too far for Noah Taylor, but Costa will get it in the back. Around for McKenna. McKenna trying to get the angle on it. Garvin coming in to help. Will work for Nasser at the line. Nasser deflected. It goes just high. Rebello with pressure coming from Costa. Garvin turns it right back over to Mello. We get a penalty coming up, and Costa finishes a takedown. And let's see who's going to the box. But if it's a tussle, you'd think it's got to be both. But right now it looks like it's just Matt Costa. Power play for DRS. It ended up working as a shorthanded goal for them when Somerset Berkeley was on the power play. Let's see if the Raiders can do the same. They're going to need it. They're down 2-1. Face-off won by DRS. It's going to go all the way down. Noah Taylor will apply the pressure. He can't get to it. Bastos will stick it aside for his brother Noah Bastos. Bastos couldn't get it by Garvin. Will send it in deep again. Nasser being challenged by Taylor. Up the middle for Matt Cunha on the left side. We sent in deep again. Nasser across. Marcos applying more pressure. Noah Bastos in. It's going to fall for Adam Bastos. He puts it wide. Marcos can't get it by Nasser. The second time it goes down. Bastos is way out of the net. He'll leave it for Noah Bastos. Bastos, the backhand for Colton Nasser, captain to captain. Nasser up the middle for Adam Bastos, who's in. Adam Bastos couldn't get by Mason Sullivan. Sullivan will switch to the forehand. There could be a chance shorthanded. Davis Sullivan couldn't fish it out as he overskated the puck. Mason Sullivan up, trying to bat it down. Sullivan is in, but he lost the stick. Will try to kick it free, and it's not there. Brady Fitzpatrick up the board for Noah Bastos. Too far, it's no icing. They say he got a touch. Marcos to clear. Nasser kept it in. Could this be a breakaway chance? Davis Sullivan, finish it. Saved by Bastos. No cover for her face-off. Now each goalie's got 14 saves on the night. Do a switch of lines. DeRocher, Stafford, Marcos Botello. Your forwards, defensemen, respectively. Rebello, Fasterson, Goodrow, Axon, Sylvia out there for the DRS side. Here comes Rebello sneaking in behind the D. The shot pops up in the air, goes behind Silva's net. Rebello trying to get it free to Sylvia. Marcos will get it up, try to send it off the boards. It's too far. Sam Bastos has to stick it aside. Evan Fasterson lost it. DeRocher trying to set up a chance. It wasn't there. Costa's about to exit the box. Good draw on the right. Stafford, good pressure. Stafford to DeRocher, back to Stafford. He'll send it in behind. Davis Sullivan will take it on the left side. A little bit of a miss hit. DeRocher trying to set up something in front. Instead, Rebello will get it on the left side, trying to loft it up. It's no icing. Did it touch Marcos? I don't think so, unless he let it go. Sullivan over the middle, no icing. DeRocher behind with Fasterson applying pressure. Stafford in front. Sullivan put it just wide. Mason Sullivan holds it in at the line. Across, Kean Stafford. DeRocher, it goes wide again. Sullivan behind, taken over by Ethan Goodrow. Goodrow up the middle, it's too far down. That's going to be an icing. The face-off back in our end. And you think about it, the Raiders just putting on a whole lot of chances. You could even say they're dominating the play, especially in the second period. But really, because both teams have scored a goal in this second, it's worked to no avail. Bastos, Garvin on the right side. Bastos got the better of it. Garvin still applying pressure. Noah Taylor behind. Couldn't get the angle on Colton Nasser. Nasser will go around on the left side. Taylor keeps applying the pressure. Nasser up for Noah Bastos. Here comes Adam Bastos the other way. Has Matt Cunha breaking with him. Bastos into the middle, sticked away by Silva. 15th save of the game for the Somerset Berkeley netminder. Garvin trying to get forward, it's not there. Connor Dexter in the Somerset Berkeley end. Colton Nasser will go over the red line. He'll go into the zone. He'll put a shot on net that Silva is able to put it aside easily with the right pad. Nasser has it back. He'll send it in deep this time, where there's a lot of students and parents around the glass in that back end. The puck is sent forward. It's going to be no icing. Taylor will let it go. Just under a minute to go in this period. Garvin wins it back. Garvin, it goes just wide. Bastos got a touch on it. Sullivan holds it in. Mason Sullivan, it's off the skate. Noah Bastos takes over. He's going to wait for the reset to happen. Bastos over the middle. It's too far, and it will be an icing. Droscher, Axon on the face-off this time. Axon wins it, leave it for Colton Nasser. Sullivan takes over, in front, Kean Stafford. Couldn't get it through as it was blocked. Droscher, a little bit of a mishandle, tried to get it back to his stick. He did, fighting through 3 DRS players. Sullivan's got to be careful. Here comes Brady Fitzpatrick in, saved by Silva, rebound, and Caden Mercer couldn't tap it in. Droscher in the back. Do the Raiders want one more chance? Droscher with 5 to go. Mason Sullivan in the zone, a shot, and it's called at the line for an offside. Face off as a tie-up. That is the end of the second period. It's 2-1 DRS. Back at the Driscoll Arena for the start of the third period in today's SEC ice hockey matchup between Somerset Berkeley and the co-op of Dighton-Rehoboth Seekonk. It's DRS leading 2-1 as we head into the final 15. The first line will start out there for Somerset Berkeley. It is also the first line out there for the DRS side, underway in the final 15. The Raiders in white, DRS in blue. Let's see what happens. Try right off. The face-off is saved by Silva off of Matt Cunha. Silva's now got 18 saves and a tumble with a few players on the side. It's Costa who went down. Adam Bastos gets it to the line. Colton Nasser deflected. It goes just wide. We'll go to the right side for Connor Dexter. Collision in front, penalty on Matt Costa. DRS to the power play. That is not how you wanted to start the third period if you're Somerset Berkeley. I know it's tough to make a call like that, but a penalty's a penalty. You can't take that. Garvin gets it up to Taylor. Taylor trying to work around Noah Bassett. Tripped up, and we're going 4-on-4, just like that. Great move by Noah Taylor. The face-off's going to be in the DRS end. We'll play 4-on-4 for 1:52. As you notice right now, it's a 1-goal game. This list goes back to 2.5 years. In 1-goal games, Somerset Berkeley in regular season play is 5-3. When the difference is 2 goals or more, Somerset Berkeley is 24-0. Let's see what happens. Garvin's going to take the face off of the Raiders. It's going to be on the right side of Sam Bastos, who's got 15 saves tonight. I want to make sure they get the right guy to the box. It's going to be Colin Bedrosian, the sophomore forward. Let's see what happens. Garvin can't win the face-off. Nasser sends it back to Marcos at the line. Marcos holding, goes to the side, Taylor! And it's off the glass. Garvin keeps it in for the moment. Nasser will step up on the left side over the red line. But Mason Sullivan will take it in the back. Sullivan up for Garvin. Here comes Luke Garvin into the zone. We'll hold it back. Noah Taylor leads it for Aiden Marcos. Marcos, it goes just wide. Mason Sullivan still working with it. Leads it for Taylor. Taylor across for Mason Sullivan. Couldn't fish it out of the skate. Tried to center it in front. It wasn't there. Marcos will let it go. Here comes Adam Bastis working in against Aiden Marcos. Both players go down. Nothing's going to be called. Mason Sullivan around for Noah Taylor to Luke Garvin. A little bit too far of a pass. The attempt's going to hit the side of the net. No save for Silva. Marcos cross ice to Taylor. Taylor to DeRocher. Dexter in the back. 40 to go in the 4-on-4. There would be a brief 8 to 9 second power play for Somerset Berkeley. Sylvia sends it in deep. That was Connor Dexter. Mason Sullivan over the red line. Sullivan's into the zone. The attempt gets blocked. DeRocher will get it to Marcos at the line. Aiden Marcos blocked down. And this could be too forward the other way. Bastis trying to beat David Sullivan to it. And a late hit from Adam Bastis against Aiden Marcos on the side, right in front of the Somerset Berkeley bench. The face-off will be in the middle third of the ice. Again, coming into today's game, Somerset Berkeley with a record of 9-0, DRS 8-2. Somerset Berkeley is 5-0 in conference play. DRS is 4-1. Marcos across to Botello. Stafford trying to get the step forward. First penalty is over. It's a brief power play for Somerset Berkeley. The puck will not stay in as Mello couldn't bat it down. It'll go around the boards. Costa out of the box trying to get the step forward. Stafford trying to come in and help against Fastison. Fastison has the angle on it. Had the help from Axon as well. Stafford around behind. Fake the wrap around. Still holding on to it. Stafford got tripped up. Nothing called. Nate Mello working it. Goes past Matt Costa. Botello on the side. Bracing for the hit from Cunha. Puck is sent off the boards. It gets deflected. No icing. Silva has to cover. It's not one that he wants to cover. It's one DRS will take. Garvin and Axon, this time on the right side of Silva. 11:43 to go in the game. What's been everything you've expected tonight. Garvin wins it. Costa will send it around for Rothwell. Can't get it out. Costa, the good position on the skate. Tried to feed Rothwell. It was blocked down. Evan Sylvia behind. Rothwell trying to beat Goodrow to it. Rothwell with the takedown. It came right in front. It won't stay in. Costa has to get back to it. He'll leave it for Mason Sullivan. Sullivan across for Costa. Off the boards for Rothwell. Good work from Axon to get it. Axon in front, save by Silva, and he has to cover for a face-off. Adam Bastis wins it against David Sullivan. Nasser from the line. It goes off the high glass. Preston did a great job getting it out. Here comes Kean Stafford. Tried the leave off for Preston. It wasn't there, but Preston will get back to it. Stafford behind. Back to Preston. Little bit behind on the pass. The puck stays in the zone for the moment. David Sullivan, a good job keeping it in. Matt Cunha in the back. Preston applying the pressure, and it hits the back netting for a face-off. Kevin Snyder knows a thing or two about comebacks. When they played at the New England Sports Village last year on February 9th, his team was down 3-2. They got 2 goals, one in the second, one in the third, to win it 4-3. He's also got great assistant coaches with Manny Silva, Brian Horta, and Justin Kucher. Here comes Fitzpatrick, and Fitzpatrick saved by Silva. 20 saves on the night for Brandon Silva. Fitzpatrick will walk in again. Costa had the angle on it. Stafford couldn't fish it out. Another try goes off the glass from Matt Cunha. Adam Bastos up. Preston trying to get it out. Sullivan with the tap. Will go to Mason Sullivan. Has Stafford forward. Sullivan in. Couldn't get the pass off. Mason Sullivan behind. Doesn't have the angle on it. The stick's in the air. Maybe trying to fish it out with the skate. Here comes Fitzpatrick. Blocked down by Stafford. And it was very close to a too many men for DRS. Mason Sullivan across, sticked aside by Bastos. Here comes Fitzpatrick again over the line. Rebello blocked down by DeRocher. DeRocher trying to get it by 3 DRS players. What good stick handling from DeRocher. The leave off from Mello couldn't get by Evan Fasterson. Here comes Goodrow. Marcos will leave it behind. Vitello back to Marcos. Good move from Marcos. Mello the tap forward. It does come out of the zone. It is a delayed offside. Marcos to Pimentel. Pimentel to Mello. There could be a chance. Mello in, holding it. Has Vitello at the line, tried to send it for DeRocher. It's not there. Here comes Axon, who's got 2 goals to his name tonight. Axon coming in, blocked down by Marcos. Pimentel is able to get it out. Goodrow from behind the red line sends it in deep. Vitello from Marcos, and it doesn't work. Rebello, a save by Silva. Vitello on the side, 8.5 to go in the game. The Raiders trail by 1. Goodrow in the back. Ethan Goodrow, cross ice. It was not there for the moment, but a good recovery by Axon to get it. Fasterson in into the middle, blocked down by Mason Sullivan. Here comes Noah Taylor, the burst of steam. Taylor in, and it's offside at the line. Taylor went a little bit past the puck, and the faceoff comes just out of the zone. Sylvia Garvin. Garvin wins it. Costa will send it around for Rothwell. Kept in by Jay Millette. We'll go to the line of Nasser. Nasser, puck pops up in the air. No hand pass against Matt Costa, who's able to get it out. Costa forward, tripped up. Looked almost like a slew foot, nothing called. Taylor trying to get in the zone. Rothwell did for the moment. It's a delayed offside, so he has to get back. Garvin couldn't fish it out of his skates. Here comes Fitzpatrick. He won't get to it. Rothwell will send it up the boards for Noah Taylor. Taylor had Garvin forward. Taylor still going, but lost it right at center ice. The puck is lofted up. Costa will let it go for an icing, the faceoff in the DRS end. Again, the next game for the Raiders, Monday here at Driscoll, 5 p.m. They'll be taking on Medford. That should be a very interesting matchup. It's even going to be more interesting depending on the result of tonight. Really, you look at the win and you start thinking about how well can Somerset compete in the state tournament, as there's an icing against DRS again. If it's a loss tonight, the question shifts to how well can Somerset Berkeley play against top tier teams. Most of their opponents happen to be in Division 3. This DRS side is one of them, but they are top 10 in Division 3. Somerset Berkeley with the win moves, if you go by points, to number 1 in Division 2, but in the latest MIAA rankings, they sit 19th. So they would travel on the road for the first playoff game. 3-on-1 potential break here. The pass into the middle. Good save by Silva on Bastos. The other try, and it's an own goal off of Aiden Marcos. It's 3-1 DR. Exactly 8 minutes of time of the goal. It looks like the credit is going to go to Sebastian Rebello. It came off last of Aiden Marcos. Now the Raiders don't need one, they need one in a hurry. Mello, it hits the top netting. Droscher takes the face off for the Raiders. He wins it. Be in the back. The pass wasn't able to connect with Matt Costa. Cunha up the boards. That's an icing. And you got to think the next time Snyder's going to put his first line out there, something's got to happen. And here it comes. Taylor, Stafford, and Garvin, the forwards. Sullivan, Costa, the defenders. Face off won by the Raiders. Taylor to Sullivan. It's going to go wide. Dexter in the back. Taylor trying to step up to get to it. Mason Sullivan couldn't quite handle it. This might be another breakaway, but a good stick check by Matt Costa to make sure that it wasn't. And that could have been really a potential game-ending sequence from DRS. A turnover, accident taken down by Matt Costa. The follow-up try is blocked. Another try hits the top glass. Taylor on the right side. Costa around for Stafford. It goes to the line. Nasser down low. There's Cunha trying to center it in front. Axon was there. He'll fall for the stick of Evan Sylvia, and that's another save for Silva. Grosser gets the better of it against Fitzpatrick on the face-off circle. Adam Bastis couldn't quite hold on to it. Davis Sullivan trying to loop it up for Jack Rothwell. DeRocher takes over. He's back on the puck. DeRocher cutting it back, shooting it, blocked down by Bastis. Save number 17 for the DRS netminder, and Marcos gets a big hit in the open ice. Here comes Adam Bastis walking in, tripped down, nothing called. Rebello leaves it at the line. Never got all the way through. Botello will send it back to the line. Bastison, go back to Botello. We'll stick it down. 5:18 to go in the game. The Raiders need two. Rothwell up. Sullivan behind, no icing. Almost worked for Rothwell. Bastis leaves it for Fastison in the back. Bastis walked in again, but Marco shut it down. Fitzpatrick up. Said Botello takes over to Rothwell. Jack Rothwell in. Here comes Liam DeRocher. DeRocher by one. DeRocher shooting. And it's high off the netting and another face-off. Face off on the right side of Sam Bastis. Just under 5 to go in tonight's game. Stafford trying to work against Jay Millette. It pops right in front. Garvin had the tip on it. Bastis got another save. It goes behind the net. Stafford trying to get the angle on it. He does. Nasser got checked off the puck. He's sent around the board. Sullivan keeps it in. It goes just wide. Stafford on the left. Puck still loose in the area. Costa sends it in deep, is trying to look for Noah Taylor. Garvin back on it. Taylor couldn't get the whack on it. Here comes Nasser in. Costa gets it back. And we'll see what Snyder does. He's not used to pulling Brandon Silva. Here comes Mason Sullivan. The shot gets blocked. Sullivan, the other attempt. And Bastis with another save. Droscher wins it. Sullivan in front, couldn't get it off. Nasser behind, collision of the captains. Marcos on a tie-up on the left side. We'll go to Mello at the line. Mello trying to look for something in front. Droscher tried to tap it forward. Comes out of the zone. Marcos has to be careful. Here comes Adam Bastis in. And he gets taken down. Here comes Sullivan the other way. Marcos lost the stick. Here comes Davis Sullivan in. And a penalty coming up. We'll see who they're going to call it on. It is going to be against DRS. Boy, this is huge for Somerset Berkeley. At least one's going to come on this. And it looks like it is Nasser to the box. Snyder sends his best players out there. Taylor, Sullivan, Garvin, Costa, and Stafford tie up on the face-off circle. Sullivan able to get it back. It popped right in front for Stafford. A little bit too far out of his reach. Stafford back to Costa at the line. Back to Stafford. Couldn't fish it out of his skates. It's blocked down. Costa, a good keep in. Sullivan at the line. It's blocked down again. Adam Bastis sends it in deep. Garvin has to reset behind with 3 to go in the game. We'll keep an eye on Brandon Silva. Stafford enters the zone. Stafford still going with it around the net. Stafford tried to get to Costa at the line. And this could be another breakaway chance, but it won't be for Fitzpatrick. Goes up ice to Davis Sullivan. Sullivan still going. Here's Garvin. Costa, goal! 1 goal game, Matt Costa. It's a power play goal. Game on. .12:25, the time of the goal. Matt Costa, 3rd of the year, and it's a 1-goal game. And the energy is back in the building. And we get a timeout called by Somerset Berkeley and Coach Kevin Snyder. We'll take it to 2:35 to go, 1-goal game. We're back in a minute. 2:35 to go in the game. It's going to be a great finish. All the noise is in the building from both sides. Matt Costa getting the game within 1. Sullivan had the advantage on the faceoff. Droscher takes it in the back, leaves it for Matt Costa. A little bit of miscommunication. Mason Sullivan up. It'll fall for Davis Sullivan, who got tripped up. It looked like might have slipped on the ice. Droscher behind. Good hit on the side. Nasser up the boards. Taken on the right side. Cross ice. Silva has to stick it aside. It's no icing. Again, we're going to keep an eye on Silva. It's going to be very close. Costa blocks the attempted shot from Ethan Goodrow. Final 2 minutes to go. Mason Sullivan up the ice. Nobody to connect to. It's sent in deep again past Matt Costa. Droscher on the side. It goes by his stick. And it is offside at the line. And they do call the offside as Axon didn't get back. Droscher off, Stafford on. Mason Sullivan off, and Luke Garvin on. Costa's the only primary defender out there. 1:45 to go. Stafford tries to self-pass. Here comes Noah Taylor. Taylor in, it goes just wide. Garvin's gonna hold it in at the line, looking for a deflection. It's saved by Bastis. Another try gets blocked down. Silva still staying put. Taylor up ice, no icing. Noah Bastis in the back will send it off the boards a little too far. Costa to Stafford to Sullivan. Here comes Davis Sullivan. Davis Sullivan! again! David Sullivan! It's tied at 3-3! .13:45, the time of the goal for Davis Sullivan. There is no quit in this Raiders team. Here comes Garvin into the zone trying to get the win. It'll work in the back for Noah Bastis. Bastis in, Bastis saved by Silva. Very close at that far post. And DRS has to be absolutely stunned by what has just happened. Final minute, we're tied at 3. If it stays tied, we go to a 5-minute 4-on-4 overtime. If it's still tied after that, it ends in a tie. Nasser's shot is blocked down. Costa couldn't get it out of the zone. Adam Bastis holding in. The tip goes wide. Mason Sullivan has the angle on it. Sullivan up. Garvin the tap forward. Trying to get on the puck against Adam Bastis. It's not there. Stafford gets it back. He'll still hold it in. Here's DeRocher. Walking in, DeRocher trying to get back on the puck. It was free for a second. DeRocher taken down, nothing called. Garvin trying to get it back against Noah Bastis. Garvin doing a great job just to keep it in. Stafford had the touch on it. It's going to come out of the zone, one-on-one. Here comes CRS to win it. It's blocked off the high glass. Brady Fitzpatrick in the back to DeRocher. Sound behind the play. Stafford with 5. Can he win it? He and Stafford! Save! Rebound! Shoot it, Luke! Eddie Kinney wrapping around. And it's in! It's in! The Raiders have won! The Raiders have won! 4-3 in the final tonight! That's got to be the most amazing ending I've ever seen! This is what you expect in an SEC matchup. And they are lining up. It was very close to see if he got it off. The handshake line is going on. It's official. It's Luke Garvin, the winner. The Raiders win it 4-3. Hey, Jeffrey's giving our camera guy's giving the same look I am. That's got to be the greatest ending in years. And it comes when the conference is in play. You knew for both sides how much was at stake. And it's Garvin on a buzzer beater that's going to finish it off tonight. Final shot on goal tally. Somerset Berkeley with 25. DRS with 26. 3 goals in the final 2 minutes and 35 seconds. And the Raiders are 10-0. They're 6-0 in conference play. We are back Monday night against Medfield. If they're going to see the result of what just happened in the newspaper, them and nobody else is going to want to play this Raiders team. What a finish tonight. For Jeff Lapriori on camera, for our Blue Raider Studios in Somerset, I'm Keegan Amblett saying so long as it finishes here. Somerset Berkeley 4, DRS 3. Have a good night.